I keep everything. I'm a little hoarder. I feel like every time I make a video, it's just like me revealing how much of a hoarder I am and just getting new merch. Hello, it's Chou. Welcome back to my channel. So the summer's ending. Maybe we'll do a summer haul video, kinda, but I already unboxed everything. This is like, I guess, a run through of everything I got in during the summer. Usually, I don't buy too much stuff. I don't know what happened. Aside from like zines and everything, I had to take a break from work for a little bit for like health reasons. I spent a lot of my time online shopping. I did a lot of unboxing videos, especially in August, so I'm not gonna go over those items too much. I'll link every video I talk about in the corner or in the description so you can get my full thoughts on those, but I'll just gently gloss over them when I get to them.
Dororo.
兄貴、これはな、匂いってんだよ。ん？今、オイラのことドロロって。
I don't think I need to say anything else about Dororo. Like, okay, so the things I got, first of all, is the Dororo zine. So let me grab it from back here. Oh, careful, careful. I did a zine unboxing for this baby, so check out that video. I did pre-order at the beginning of the year. A bunch of other stuff comes with it as well. I got the merch right here, actually. Physical merch and stuff. I don't know if their leftover sales is still going on. I think they are, maybe. So I'll put an answer on here on the screen whether that's still going on, if it's completely closed down by now. But yes, I love it. I just like. Again, the video will describe everything to you, just saying, so, but I always have the book on display now, especially when I have my Dororo figure, which is the next Dororo merch I got during the summer. That was a pre-order from last year in 2020 during quarantine. I saw him, I had to get him. Full story in that video, separate video again. It's my most recent video, and he is so, oof. He is great. And then the other Dororo merch that is still in the way that's on Amazon is the Dororo DVD set, which is I think the Blu-ray set really. And I have been waiting for at least 2 months now because it's almost September, and I pre-ordered it on Amazon. I was like so excited, and then it was like, oh, your thing got delayed to August 27th, which is like a couple days ago. Today is August 30th, which is my cousin's birthday. Happy birthday, my cousin. And then now it's just being more delayed. I'm just like, come on, I want to rewatch it. Like, it's already kind of on YouTube, but like illegally, it's not good quality. And then like the Blu-ray is of course gonna be better because it's the Blu-ray. So like I already thought the series is pretty good by itself already on Amazon Prime, and I'm just excited even more to see it on Blu-ray and even more high quality. I'm just like, I love Dororo, so I'm so happy I got all this merch of it. I think the only thing to really complete my Dororo collection is maybe the Dororo manga, but I'm not really sure I want to invest in that because it is the older series. Going on a kind of theme with like the newer stuff, especially, so I'm just like not really sure. But I thought about investing it because that would make sense to get the whole set of Dororo. Moving on to a different series, another series that's in my top 9. And you can see it behind me is Welcome to the Ballroom. Again, another thing I got in August, or no, actually July, is the little Tatara Nendoroid right there. He's in the video with the Dororo figurine. To go along with that is this baby. I just love CDs. I've been collecting vinyls recently, not anime vinyls because I know there's a video out on that from Gwen Collects. I want to collect anime vinyls. I've seen a lot of Ghibli vinyls coming out recently, but I just can't spend that money on that right now. Especially when there's music I really love, I want to take on the road with me. So when I drive, I pop this baby in, and there's so many, like I already love so many of the songs on here. And then getting a CD, you learn there's so many more, like especially all the Latin American dances. You don't notice them in the anime, but when you hear it like by themselves without any music or any dancing or audio or like voices and stuff, voice acting, like you don't notice it, but like when you hear it in a CD, it is amazing. And I'm just like, oh, I'm so happy I picked you up. I finally was able to get him. I've been looking for one. I know there's like you can buy it online, especially with like the Apple iTunes, but I don't want it on there because like I want a physical copy. I didn't know there was a physical copy until I looked up on eBay and just was curious. And they have it, and I got it on eBay for like $50, and I am super happy about it. It was straight from Japan. On retail, it's like $35. So like if I were to play like extra shipping on maybe like CD Japan or something, that's where the shipping would have gone. So I was just like, I'll just buy it on eBay, more reliable. Brand spanking new, so I wasn't gonna throw a pass on that. I think $45 so, and then because of tax maybe, but it was free shipping. So I saw an order like that on eBay before, and I skipped it because I didn't want to spend $45, but then it passed and I couldn't see anything else cheaper. So when the next time it came back, thankfully I just grabbed it like straight up. It's so luxurious. I love the CD. I just love how fancy it is. Like, oh, I'll do B-roll of it later, but just like, my god. And then there's like 2 discs. Oh, come on. And they're both so highly fancy. I think I like the second disc more because it has more of my favorite song. Track 4 is really good. Track 5, Strike the Floor, is so good. Track 13 is really good. I always listen to that one if I'm really in the mood. Sing 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 is so good. Rise and Fall. Oh my god, such a solid. And the only thing that's missing from it is that one OST of Tatara and Shinatsu's interactions. So like, you know when they first dance, you have that like piano instrumental. I believe I've talked about it in a past video before, but that instrumental is not on here sadly. I'm just like, why? It's so good. I'm just... So like, every time I hear it, I get so emotional. I love the red and gold theme. I'm like so scared to like scratch this. I'm usually scared with anything, especially with CDs and anything. I'm usually very careful. But I'm like extra careful with this one. I take very good care of it. I don't leave it in the car if possible for a long time because I don't want it to warp. I don't think there's a big community for it. I'm talking about like anime music CDs or like anime music in general. I know we love anime music, but I don't think there's a big community for anime CDs or anime vinyls. Like the only time I've ever seen an anime vinyl was from Gwen Collects. Oh, aside from like me already knowing beforehand of the Ghibli soundtracks, then I saw Gwen Collect's video and I was like, I didn't know there was like soundtracks for like Cowboy Bebop or Samurai Champloo or like whatever else she talks about in there, which makes sense because like Cowboy Bebop, yes, Samurai Champloo of course, but I didn't even know about like Silent Voice, Evangelion. So like that was really cool. I'm thinking about collecting a couple of those, but again, the thing with vinyls compared to CDs is that vinyls don't hold as many songs as CDs. And I have to listen to it in my room. I mean, you can probably bring like one of those portable record players into your car, but like I don't feel like that's safe, especially if you're like a crazy driver, quote unquote, like me a little bit. It's kind of scary actually, so I'm not sure about that. I just like CDs because I can literally just pop it into my car and just like cruise to it as I'm driving. So but I definitely gonna buy more anime CDs. I want to start a collection of those, and maybe if I really love a soundtrack, I might buy a soundtrack of these just because it makes the sense. Like the whole old-timey music, ballroom music goes along with the record idea. Like that'd be so cool. If there is a vinyl of this, I'll definitely buy that. It's not expensive because I feel like it would be expensive. With that, I definitely want to buy a Attack on Titan CDs. I have to do a separate video for like anime CDs. I feel like I have one more, and when I get more CDs, I'll definitely make an update video. Two books. We'll go ahead and call it the book section because like all these books are not from the same series. So the first one is Tokyo Revengers. I was out for it. Tokyo Revengers. And do I really have to explain this one, to be honest? If I made this video like a month ago or 2 months ago actually, I might have had to explain what Tokyo Revengers is, but like now it's so big, surpassing like Jujutsu Kaisen views. But in case I do, Tokyo Revengers is about a guy named Kakumiki. He's right there on the cover, and this is him when he's younger, but it starts off with him being 26 years old in the present, and he finds out that his first and last girlfriend was killed and being involved in like gang violence, mafia violence kind of thing. And so he like lives a very already pathetic life, and he suddenly finds out that he can go back in time like 12 years later, and this is when he's in he's in high school, and he tries to figure out a way to prevent the sister's death, or no, his girlfriend's death. He also is kind of like a delinquent character in middle school, so it's kind of a mix of like sci-fi-ish with time traveling mixed with like gang mafia stuff, and that's like such a cool mix. But it's not like detail-y. Like I know like some mafia stuff can get really into the mafia detail, like Gangsta or 91 Days. Like that can get really confusing a little bit. I feel like for some people it can get maybe a little boring. It doesn't really go into that kind of thing. It more goes into like the actual delinquent stuff for kids, because they are middle schoolers. So it's just like violence and kind of like a bit of friendship, and like it's not too complicated. There's not like this whole grand scheme kind of thing going on. It's a little bit of that going on because of our kind of main villain. I love all our characters. I mean, again, if you know Tokyo Revengers, you know who I'm talking about. And it's close, the manga's close to ending. So like, I'm shook about that. Anyways, I did a little long tangent right there about the synopsis. This is the character book in Japanese, and I love collecting character books. If you couldn't tell, I have one again of Welcome to the Ballroom. I have one of Haikyuu, and now I have one. Oh, I have one of Attack on Titan. It's like up there somewhere, but it's in English, so that's kind of nice. I want to collect the manga, and I see a bunch of bundles on eBay selling them. All 2 volumes, I believe. 22 volumes been out so far, and they're all selling them. I'm just so tempted to grab them, but like I want to buy the series. I don't know Japanese yet. I'm still studying it up, so I just want to buy maybe the English versions first and see from there. I'm not sure how long the English manga version is gonna take, but it's definitely gonna come out really fast. I assume, because Tokyo Avenger has blown up so much, so I am looking forward to that. Hopefully they release like 10 volumes out instead of just like 1, 2, and 3 or something like that, because I didn't know it existed until I saw like circulations of how like Draken and Chifuyu, how do they do their hair. It's not as a lot of images as the other books. Like they have color illustrations, which I love, but it's not like, I don't know, it's not as fun to look through as compared to Welcome to the Ballroom one. Maybe the layout kind of a little bit to me. Like there's a lot of pages where it's just like words. I'm sure those are like character quotes or like something specific to the character, but it's not maybe a lot of illustrations. And I guess that sounds like a very stupid toddlerish thing to say. Like, oh, it's only interesting if there's pictures. Like that's totally a generation Y or Z problem, but it's cool. I think maybe it's also because it's art style of like the earlier art, which there's a big leap of art development from the first few volumes to just the next like 10 volumes after that. Like it's crazy, but I still enjoy it. I really like, I guess it's just like through mode. Like looking at it now, I'm just like, oh, it's so good. This is why mainly I got these. It's a mix of art but also like character information, so that's fun to know and see. Especially when I learned Japanese, I could learn like weight, height, blood types, and IMB, ITBI, whatever it is, whatever the people order nowadays. I just need to buy more merch for it to go with it, because I want to make a Tokyo Revengers shrine. The next book, now both of them are in English. Volume 23 of Fire Force. So far I've definitely pre-ordered every volume of Fire Force, especially after I'm done reading it. And so volume 23 came out, and I got it, I read it, I'm just like, oh my god, it makes me so excited and giddy. Like I need to do a whole video essay of like my thoughts on Fire Force compared to like Soul Eater. And I know there's a lot of not controversy, but there's just like a lot of talk how Fire Force is not good as Soul Eater. The reason why I want to talk specifically about volume 23, so this might get a little spoiler territory, so beware, click out now or skip to this timestamp to go on to the next item. Volume 23 is such a big turn in story, and again, spoiler territory, like revealing the last couple of pillars, revealing like human combustion and like what the fuck happens, like how the hell it happens. It's just like, oh my god. And I'm like, I don't know whether not to say if I'm disappointed or not, because I'm just like, I don't know if I ever expected it to take it that way. And I'm just like, Oh my god, and then with Arthur, like this developed so much. Not develop Arthur, but just like there's so much stuff going on with Arthur. I'm just waiting for him to just like show that he is best boy. He's slowly growing on to me as a character. I know most people don't like Arthur, but like honestly, I don't really like Shinra that much either. I just liked him and his relationship with Sho. That's about it. I just love Sho more than Shinra, even though we barely get anything of Sho. But I do like, I think Arthur more than Shinra, to be honest. Cause like Arthur's backstory. It's so like weird and upsetting. I'm just like, my guy don't even realize he got dramatized and basically abandoned. I'm just like, how the hell? I don't even know if the second season covered that. Like I think it did, but like I don't know if anyone really processed it. And then he just gets like to be so much like weirder and cooler in like an unintentional way. I'm just like, my god, Arthur be done dirty here. Looking back at it, I'm just like, it's so freaking cool. Like Benimaru and this is so cool. The reveal that Iris is the next pillar is like I knew something was gonna happen because like I foreshadowed that shit so I didn't foreshadow it so hard, so like if you couldn't pick up on that, I'm just like, I don't know what to say to you. Like I'm interested to see what her power actually is. You always assumed that she was non-powered, so just like what? And then it's just, it's kind of weird. But then like my small disappointment maybe though is that like the nun that raised all the girls in the nursery or whatever, or the nunsery, I don't know what it's called, but like for her to be, I think she's the seventh pillar. I can't remember because it was so foggy. I don't know if it was a translation or whether I was just reading it so fast. Her ability is cool, yes, but I was not expecting to know like who the fuck is she. Every other pillar we've met has kind of been like foreshadowed somewhere, like except for Inka, which is the pink-haired girl who can predict fire and everything, kind of control the flow of it. She kind of came out of nowhere, but like everyone kind of like had a slow build up to their introduction as the pillar. So like for example, the little boy, he was a victim of Rika's like experiments and turning people and returning them to the flame or whatever. He is compatible with the Apollo link. I didn't even read this whole series again because like I feel like the journey has been so long but also so short because it's just like there's so much that happens and it kind of all just like combines together, so this feels kind of iffy, so I have to reread it again. But I've always enjoyed every volume of Fire Force every time I get one, hence why I keep buying it. So excited to see what happens next. I'm still waiting for a baby show to come through, and like we need more Arthur focus. I hope they do more Arthur focus in the next volume because like that ending is crazy. Another manga series, the last one that I'm gonna be talking about in this video, and it is Fangs. And first note is that it is a BL, so boys love series, yaoi, whatever else. And so if that turns you off, you can go on to the next one. Here's the timestamp for that. But if you're interested, because the art looks really intriguing, and I don't blame you, stick around. It is a little, well, it's definitely smutty, so it's kind of hard to recommend this book, but I wanted to talk about it because it's just like, it's so beautiful, and it's like, it's a thick book actually, by the way, like, I didn't know it was getting a physical release until like literally I saw it online somewhere. I saw advertisement on the person's Instagram or Twitter, I can't remember where, and I saw that you were selling it in English on or Amazon, and I had to get it, pre-order it straight up. I reread it like 4 or 5 times now. I cannot. Oh, I love the art style. It's like, it's so good. Story-wise, it's just about vampires. Not really into vampires either usually, but just because the art style, and it's more of a modern take on vampires. A guy is at a party, he gets kind of involved in this crazy vampire business, and he gets bitten, so he's the only survivor of his friends who get caught in this business. And so this one guy from like the Vampire Association, which I don't really call vampires because they're called Fangs, just because they want to have a better connection with humans, so they call themselves Fangs instead. And the guy that's watching over a guy who's just turned into a vampire, he's a new vampire, he's the guy watching over him. He's like his guardian to help him into this whole new vampire life. Kind of like Omegaverse a little bit. If you know what I mean, if you know that term, follow you yaoi people. Well, not really, because we can have kids, but like, in a sense of like a pair system. So like, in order to prevent vampires from going out and like hunting humans, they have a pair system where vampires will pair up with each other, and they would just drink each other's blood and like whatever supply they have from like the associations. Everyone wants to suck his blood kind of thing because he has the fresh blood. And he's also a young guy too. So he's like, oh, well, I'm kind of freaked out. Let me pair up with my guardian just because like I trust him out of everyone else here. Sees like kind of other people's stories. It goes to the whole talk of like mortality because the other vampires, they live for a super long time. And then the whole like pairing system and how like some people lose their paired significant other. There's a guy who was turned into a vampire, but he was married and had a kid, but he still wants to be with that girl. So even though she ages, he still remains young. And again, there's a bunch of naughty scenes, so I get it if this is not up your alley. Art-wise, like, it's so good. I wish there was more tones in it, I guess you could say. Like, it's a lot of black and white, so I wish there was maybe a mix of like grays and I don't know this pattern, but I still enjoy it. I still love how the characters are drawn, the little chibi characters especially. I love the fashion in this. Like the panels are super clean as well. It's just like so refreshing to look at. There's a second volume coming out as well. I'm so excited for them.
お前たちが1ヶ月後生きている確率
Okay, bye bye. And the last item is this. Ooh. Okay, so like I was thinking about doing a separate unboxing for this, but like there's a lot of stuff going on the interwebs for this, and I did not want to be like flexing too much a little bit because I felt really bad in a way, even though I shouldn't, because it's just like it is all about chance and luck. These are the One Piece tarot cards, kind of like zines. That's why I was thinking about doing a separate unboxing for them. They're kind of like a zine project where people come together, create art, and then put it out in a physical format mostly, but with tarot cards. I was late when entering the party. I didn't know about it until literally when I got back into zines. The production was a really long time. They also were waiting for all the packages to get out, so that's why leftovers took a while. There will be limited stock, so you better jump on it real quick. And I was one of those lucky few who were able to grab it. And it was crazy too because onto the group's Twitter, and I see that they already sold out and there are people who are upset. I'm just, a lot of people weren't able to get it, and there were a lot of people like, not complaining, some of them were definitely kind of being a little bit rude about it, but other people were just saying how like, oh, it's not fair because you took a long time to put the orders in, it's not like a reserved cart, blah 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 blah. I got the most basic bundle, I can't remember what it was called, but it's just the deck, the booklet, and all the stretchers that got unlocked the first time around. I just clicked whatever I clicked and then got it. I actually like double doubted myself. The bundle was like $45 and I saw my total be like 60 cents. I was like, wait a second, what? $60? I got the wrong bundle. And so I go back to check and it's just the shipping stuff, which I hate, the shipping. Ugh. It's always shipping, but I still check out and I was able to get a bundle still. I was like, damn. No idea what happened. This deck be banger and the art is so good, and I'm definitely keeping most of the merch. It's so awesome, like it's gold on them. I don't know how to do a reading with them. I want to maybe learn. I actually like have met someone who does tarot card readings, so like that'd be awesome if I can hit her up and be like, hey, can you like do my kind of thing? I'm actually like a little bit interested in it, or at least the process of doing it. So if she sees this video, hey, I might hit you up soon. I feel like you know who you are. Love it. I love the box as well. It's like a 2-piece one. So we're gonna slide them on and slide them off. Let's go and show you the merch real quick. Couple of charms. So this is one, which is a Luffy double-sided with the different ships. There's a Robin one that's double-sided of her from the past and her new design, the time skip. And then we have, excuse me. And then we have this really awesome Frankie pin. I freaking love these. I love the quality on all of these as well. Like this is a matte, soft finish. Like it feels so good. I love it. Because you know like the other pins that come with like other things, they're covered in like this plastic sheen to keep it protected. So I'm kind of scared that this might be scraped up a little bit, so I don't want to put it on anything to expose this to real life world. We have of course the booklet with all this stuff. We also come with fan art, well not fan art, fanfics as well, so that's awesome. It also has all the cards in order, so if I get them shuffled up, because I like things to keep in its original form usually when I package it back up. I know how the order is now, so that's very convenient. Another great merch is the pin. The things I mainly wanted was the cards and the pin. So if I couldn't get the cards, I'll just get the pin. And that was my original plan actually. I didn't think about getting the tarot cards. But I was like, at the end of the day, I was like, let me get the tarot cards too because they look pretty good. Comes with a great postcard of our ASL. So cool. And a really good little business card. It's gold and black and white. I love the color scheme on this as well. Like gold and white with any color is like a great color scheme. And now I'm trying to close up really quickly because my camera's going to die soon. I feel like all my videos end like that. Like I have to go because my camera's just gonna die. And oh, actually quick news. So I am planning to sell some anime merch. Look out for my Instagram on that. I'm gonna let my friends see if they want to buy anything from it first. And my family of course, if they want to buy anything from that, whatever. And then like release online if people want to buy it. Manga, a couple anime t-shirts, a couple extra things, maybe a plushie, some charms, some other bundles of zines that I got that I didn't want to keep. Whatever else I find. I've been going through my anime stuff, especially my manga, to like weed out things that I don't read or don't like or just like don't have the time for to collect and read. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I don't know if I'm gonna do it on eBay. I don't think I'm gonna do it on eBay because I know they do a lot of fees on those. Last time I tried to sell things on eBay, I feel like eBay took like a lot of the money, so I have no idea. I've heard people tell me to do it on Depop. I'm looking into that, or I'll just like sell it on my Instagram, and if people want something, I'll just send them like an invoice on PayPal, and they can send me money, and then I'll just ship out their things from there. I hope you enjoyed this video of randomness and quickness and really rambliness. I don't know, but I enjoyed doing it because it was just, I got the fangirl a little bit, so it was awesome. I'll try to link everything in the description in case you do want to buy it actually. Except for the things obviously I got on eBay. The sales not might be there, but you have to do your own research for that. Please be safe, please be sane, and I will see you next time. I don't know when that is because I have no idea what my next video is good, people. We shall see. See ya.